The stock market crashed hard. Everyone was panicking, selling everything. I did the opposite. I invested $1,000. Here is what happened. Most people think investing during a crash is crazy. They see red charts, they see panic, but history tells a very different story. Meet James. He's not a Wall Street genius. He's just a regular guy with $1,000 and a decision to make. It's March 2020. The S&P 500 just dropped 34%. Unemployment is spiking. Nobody wants to touch the market. James opens his brokerage app. His hands are shaking slightly. $1,000 sitting there. One big button. Buy. He buys the S&P 500 index fund. Not one stock, not crypto, the entire American market for $1,000 flat. Now the waiting begins. Week 1, the market drops another 6%. James checks his phone. He's already down $60. His friend Ronnie calls him immediately. "Bro, you are insane. Pull your money out now. This is only getting worse." James does not sell. He remembers one rule. The market has recovered from every single crash in history, every single one. Month 1 ends. James is down $80. On paper, his $1,000 is now $920. It hurts, but James stays calm because he understands something most people do not. A loss on paper is not a real loss, not yet. Month 2, April 2020, something unexpected happens. The market starts bouncing back, fast, very fast. James checks his app again. His $1,000 is now $1,040. He's in profit already. Ronnie calls again. "Wait, you're already up? But the economy is still terrible. How is this even possible?" Here's the secret. The stock market is not the economy. It prices in the future, not today. That's the key insight. By December 2020, 9 months later, James checks his balance one final time. The number makes him smile wide. $1,000 is now $1,380, a $380 gain in 9 months. That's a 38% return in 9 months. Your savings account would have given you maybe $4. Ronnie finally gets it. Investing during a crash feels wrong, but the data says it's actually one of the best moves possible. The biggest mistake most Americans make is waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. So what actually happens when you invest during a crash? Let us break down exactly what James did, step by step, with real numbers. First, James did not try to time the market perfectly. He picked a date, transferred the money, and pressed buy without overthinking it. He chose VOO, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. Low fees, massive diversification, trusted by millions of Americans for decades. Simple and powerful. His expense ratio was just 0.03%. That means on $1,000, he paid only 30 cents per year. Compare that to a mutual fund charging 1% annually. On $1,000, that is $10 gone every single year, doing nothing. Over 30 years, that fee difference alone could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Fees are the silent killer of wealth building. Ronnie is listening now. He asks James, "Okay, but what if the crash gets even worse after you buy? What then?" Great question. James had already accepted one truth before buying. He might go down further before going up. He was mentally prepared. This is called drawdown tolerance, knowing you can stomach a further 20% drop without panicking and selling at the worst possible time. Most investors fail not because they picked the wrong stock. They failed because they sold at the bottom out of pure fear. James had one rule written on a sticky note on his desk. Do not check the portfolio every day. Check it every month only. This one habit saved him from panic selling. Out of sight, out of mind. Emotional distance is a genuine investing superpower most ignore.
Meanwhile, Ronnie is checking his savings account every single day, watching his money sit there, growing almost nothing, getting quietly frustrated inside. Ronnie's savings account had a 2% interest rate. On $1,000, that is $20 per year, before inflation eats it. Inflation in 2020 was around 1.2%, so Ronnie's real gain after inflation was barely $8. $8 in 1 year. James, meanwhile, is now up $380. The difference between James and Ronnie is not intelligence, it is one decision. That one decision was simply this: choosing to invest during fear instead of waiting for comfort. Comfort is expensive in the investing world. Now here's the real question. What if James had invested that same $1,000 at the absolute peak before the crash hit? Even if he bought at the very top, by end of 2020, he would still be up slightly. By 2021, he would be massively profitable. This is the most powerful lesson in all of investing. Time in the market always beats timing the market. Always. No exceptions ever.
But wait, what if you do not have $1,000 sitting around right now? Does this strategy still work for regular people like you? Absolutely yes. James started with $1,000, but the same exact strategy works with $100, even $50 per month. This is called dollar cost averaging. You invest a fixed amount every single month, regardless of what the market is doing. Simple and powerful. When the market is down, your fixed amount buys more shares. When it is up, you buy fewer. It automatically works in your favor. Ronnie tries this for the first time. $100 per month into VOO starting January. He finally stops waiting for the perfect moment. 6 months later, Ronnie checks his portfolio. He is up slightly. Not life-changing yet, but the habit is now locked in permanently. Here's where it gets really exciting. Let us fast forward. What does James' $100 look like 5 years later in 2025? The S&P 500 returned approximately 100% from March 2020 to March 2025. James' $100 became roughly $2,000, doubled completely. Ronnie's savings account over that same 5 years, roughly $1,100. $100 gained versus $1,000 gained by James. Same starting amount, same 5 years, $900 difference. That gap only gets bigger every single year they continue their separate habits. Now imagine this over 30 years. James investing consistently, Ronnie keeping everything in savings. The wealth gap becomes almost incomprehensible to visualize. At 7% average annual return, $1,000 becomes $7,600 in 30 years without adding a single extra dollar. That is the magic of compound interest. Einstein allegedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Your money literally makes money while you sleep. So what is stopping most Americans from doing exactly this? One word: fear. Fear of losing, fear of crashes, fear of being wrong. But here's the truth about fear in investing. Every single person who held through every crash in history came out wealthier on the other side. The 2008 crash, the 2020 crash, the 2022 correction. Every single one followed by new all-time highs. The pattern has never once broken. James understood this one historical fact deeply, and that understanding gave him the courage to press buy when everyone else was pressing sell. You do not need to be rich to start. You do not need a financial advisor. You need a brokerage account and one decision today. Ronnie finally opens his brokerage account this week. Late start, but as James always says, the best time to invest was yesterday. Second best is today. If this video helped you understand the market better, subscribe right now, because tomorrow we're covering something that will genuinely change how you think about money.
Hey, if this video gave you something to think about, that's exactly why I make these every single day. Most of this stuff nobody ever teaches you, and I just think that needs to change. So if you got value today, hit subscribe.